Remember claiming Dipset. I had some bitches on my line, I told them bitches get they lips. They can't lift. Lock that door, where them bows at. Search for his gun, where his pole at.
What's going on, YouTube? So, I took a long hiatus, but I'm back. Long story behind that. And I saw that, it was some questions and everything about the fusion I had. I appreciate that and the love I got on those videos, and especially that car meet video I uploaded. So I'm definitely gonna be back for a little while, trying to get back into the groove of things. But that's a whole story behind the whole Fusion SE. I ended up getting into an accident. A lady rear-ended me on 95 in the Durango, and she totaled my baby. She totaled Betsy. The rear end was smashed in. It was probably not even. I remember it. It was 4 days after I got the cap back done on my car. I was on my way home from work, and the lady just straight up rear-ended me. It was crazy. Man. But after that one got totaled, I ended up, getting myself a shitter, rushing to get a car, made bad decisions. Happens to the best of us. But ended up buying a 1999 Ford F-250 Super Duty with the 5.7 in it. Yeah, 5.7. But what was that? Was it the 5.7? It was either 5.2, 5.7, one of those. But it was a V8. And it was a shitter though. Besides the point, I ended up blowing the engine on that one. Getting a little too gun ready, gun ho, gun show, gun whatever the saying is on that car. When I bought it, I was able to knock some off of it just for the fact it didn't have a cat on it, and the owner didn't do any of the repairs on it that he said. So he gave me the gaskets and all that, and it came without a catalytic converter on it. I don't know if y'all know that's a big thing. People steal cats now. But basically that thing was real loud, and if you know me, I like loud cars. So I didn't mind it, but I was at a car meet showing off, revving my engine, letting the thing sing. And on the way home from the car meet, we was speeding. Me and my boys, we kind of like to cruise and speed, on our way home and all that, within the speed limit though. We don't go crazy. And I was trying to catch up to him, and that thing is a big boat. I ended up blowing the engine on that one. All I heard was a big pow, and ended up blowing the engine on that thing. Excuse me, I was just parking up, just got back home. Got to do something real quick, and then I'm gonna head out real quick to show y'all this car. But basically, yeah, I'm back because I got myself a new car. A new little Ford to play with. If you can't tell already, Ford till I die. I don't care what they say, found on road dead, whatever. Ford drivers can't drive, whatever you want to say. Like, Ford is where it's at for me. Always been a Ford baby, so that's just me. But I got myself a 2019 Ford Taurus, the limited edition, the limited trim or whatever it is. I was trying to find myself an SHO, but just unfortunately, the price range with the car market right now was not for me, or they were beating the hell, or they were just super far away, and that just wasn't ideal for me. So when I found this limited, at a good price, I was like, let me check it out. It ended up being on such a low price because it was on a rebuilt title, which I know probably scares a lot of people off, which, it scared me off at first. But I ended up doing more research on the VIN and found out that, what happened to the car wasn't too major. And whoever rebuilt this car did an amazing job. Like, if I didn't tell you what happened to it, and even if I still told you what happened to it, like, you wouldn't be able to tell. Like, the mechanics, when I was going around with them, like, they couldn't even tell. Like, they went over the engine, serviced it and everything, and they were like, when we were trying to figure out what was wrong with it, like, we couldn't find it. I was like, man, I couldn't find it myself, like, to be honest with you. And I expected, when I got on the road for it to be real wobbly, something would be wrong with it. Electronics don't work, or the alignment be off, or something just wrong with it. Something to where, like, this is a clear shit bucket, or okay, this is going to be a problem down the road. Because, cars will usually show that to you, when something is going wrong or will go wrong. It shows itself, but it rolls smooth. I wanted to get back into the videos. So just to tell you about the car, if you haven't already, known about the Taurus, or not a big Ford person or whatever, I myself, I thought that these came with the EcoBoost engines, with the single turbo, but I was mistaken. Apparently that's the 2-liter. The 2-liter has a 2-liter EcoBoost engine from like 20 something. I forget what the lowest year, but I know the last year they put the 2-liter was 2017. So this one has the 3.5 liter. It's naturally aspirated, unlike the Show, which has the twin turbo EcoBoost in it, the same as like the Mustangs and things now. It does make 288 horsepower though, which is very surprising to me, but it does feel all of that, even with how big this car is. Plug to my Instagram, go check it out, Big Body Taurus. How big it is, a boat, it does move. It gets back, especially in sport mode. It will get up there. Just before I go in, I just want to talk about it real quick. It is the Limited, so as you can see, it's blacked out in here. I love that about it. A lot of the other ones that I was finding with the Show didn't have the black interior, or I was looking for either the black interior or straight black interior with the Show on the seats, or I was looking for, the one that had the black with the peanut butter on the inside, like of the seat, the peanut butter Alcantara. But those are really expensive. But I'm loving it. Black interior with wood trim. It's got all the tech. It's fully loaded because it is the Limited, so fully loaded with everything in it. And I love that about it. So I am gonna start, mainly with cosmetic modifications. I'm gonna wait till my warranty is, heading towards the end, and I get some payments under my belt with this car first before I start dipping into performance modifications. So the first thing I'll probably do, of course, is tint it, because as you can see, I'm right around fishbowl, which I don't mind. Just throw on my sunglasses, it's okay. But I definitely will be getting the tint on it, and hopefully getting some lettering on the front window, probably Big Body Taurus on the front. I think that'll be cool as my first little thing to get done. I do plan on doing certain things like, the roof stars in it. That's something I'll probably end up doing myself. Putting roof stars in it. That's something I've always wanted in a car, especially with this black interior. It already has, mood lighting in it that you can change through. I love that about this package. I feel like roof stars would really set it off, and it would look really nice. I'm gonna paint it. I like the silver color as of right now, but I definitely do want to paint it some other color, and I'm deciding on if I want to go with like either like a blue and gold color scheme, a red and gold color scheme, or a black and gold color scheme. I haven't decided yet, but I know I'm definitely going to do that myself. I'm probably just going to do like the Dip Your Car kit and do that myself, because I've been interested in trying to do that. Right now the red is really catching my eye. I don't know if y'all have heard of it, but that Wicked Wine color with the gold just seems to really pop, but we'll see how that turns out. Definitely want to get some different rims on here. That'll be another visual mod. Also, that's performance if they end up being lighter than the OEM rim. And I was looking to either put, I know it's probably sacrilege, but for right now I can't find anything that's really my style. I like 5-spoke open rims so that you can see in, and you can see the brakes and the rotors and the calipers. That's just my style. So I was looking at the SRT wheels to put on here. The SRT that are like 5-spoke, so you can see all of that, because I do want to you know, get some different color calipers on here, and eventually get some nice brakes. That'll be when I start, you know, getting into the performance modifications. You know, it's all up here. It's all up here. It's all up here, man. I'll talk more about, you know, performance mods after I show you the car. But as far as, you know, visual, that's really all I'm looking at right now. Is just, you know, the roof stars, painting it a tint, and some rims, probably because I want to get rid of the gold. You know, I said gold, the chrome trim. To me, chrome trim is just not it. I might have forgot to mention, like, I'm probably gonna replace the front grille, because I like the front grille on the show. I mean, yeah, on the show where it's just kind of like a mesh grille. So I'll probably get the mesh grille from the show put on there instead of the chrome bars with the Ford logo. Make it more clean. I guess this one counts as performance and, you know, aesthetic wise. Eventually I do want to put it on air suspension, put it on bags. I know you might be thinking, what the fuck, why would you put a Taurus on bags? Like, why would you do that? But like I said, it's my car, respect the build, you know, and I've never seen it done with a Taurus or with any car like this. But I feel like with how big body this thing is, you know, it doesn't need a wide body kit on it, because I was thinking about doing that. But as big as this thing is, it doesn't need no wide body kit. You know, maybe some side skirts will do it. But definitely put it on bags so that I can lower it. You know, probably order just a stage 1 AirTech kit. Get a camber plate to put on it so that it'll camber in the front and really show off the body lines, the big body of this thing. But I think it'll look good riding around on bags and just being able to lower it, and seeing this thing give it a more aggressive stance, and just when I want to raise that thing up and ride around like a cop. Everybody been saying I got a cop car, which, hey man, I do notice the DTs ride around in this, but some people will get out your way. But at the same time, if you know anything, you know I'm not a cop. You see the wheels not blacked out. I ain't got no blacked out windows. It's not a DT riding in the car. I promise you, I ain't gonna pull you over. You ain't gotta worry about me. I'm riding around trying to dodge them just like you. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna start this video up again when I'm ready to leave the house. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys a quick tour inside and out. But be right back. Alright, we back. As you can see, it's already dark. It's dark. But actually, I feel like that's better. That way I can show you guys a little like mood lighting that I wanted to show you. Right now I got it set on this little, like, you know, excuse me, mention all on the camera. I'm a professional, I don't care, you know, subscribe, like, if you want to. But I got the little purple, violet, you know, magenta setting going right now. I've been feeling that vibe. I like it. But then I'm about to pull up to the gas station. Gotta hydrate real quick, even though it's lemonade. But I am headed to a car meet tonight. Let me see. I gotta get used to this though. Like, on my other 2 cars, you know, the gas tank was on the passenger side. With the Taurus, it was on the driver's side, and the Taurus is on the passenger side. So I'm like, you know, just, you know, getting used to it. I can turn this light off. It is dark. That's another thing I want to do, is get some, besides the ceiling starters, get some trim lighting in here, because with the black, it already is dark in here. And the mood lighting is kind of in the footwell and the door handles and, like, you know, inside my cup holder. It's not really anywhere else. So it does get dark in here with the black interior. So I kind of want to see it. I want to be able to see it. But I'm about to get out and I'm about to fuel up real quick and show y'all the car while I'm fueling up, most definitely. As y'all can see, a little mood light in there. So I had to go get myself a little big beverage. There's a little magenta color I was telling y'all about. As you can see, goes even in the cup holder right there. But this is what it's looking like. You know, it's the dash. Of course, got the screen, Sony speakers with the sync. I can't lie. Sync is booty cheeks, but this car does have Apple CarPlay, so all I have to do is plug my phone in, and even I can do it through Bluetooth now, because I've figured that out. And as you can see, it's fishbowl. Back seats are nice and roomy, nice and big. You feel me? But there's some mood lighting back there as well, as you can see. Okay, so we're pulling off. You feel me? Maybe give Betsy some juice. I can't even call this one Betsy no more. Betsy done RIP. I gotta come up with a name for this car. She ain't got one yet. Ooh, excuse me, that thing wobbly. Let me fix that. It is dark in here. Excuse that. I'll try to turn up the brightness. I'm not. It is what it is. It is what it is. I just want to explain my modifications real quick that I'm gonna be doing to this car. You know, in the future, the most aggressive thing I would do to this is probably put the turbo on it. I mean, because it is the 3.5, it just doesn't have the EcoBoost turbos, but they do sell the EcoBoost turbos in a package. I don't know if I want the twin turbo or if I would just go with a single one, because I did look up on the forums that, you know, those EcoBoost engines have forged internals for the twin turbo, so maybe just a single one just to not overload the engine would be fine, because it's already pushing 288. The show makes 365, so I feel like with a single big turbo or a single medium-sized turbo on this thing, we'll be just fine. I won't be pushing probably show powers, but I'll be up there. I'll be able to, you know, zoom a little bit and do a little bit more with the car, just and have fun with it, and still, you know, be able to cruise, not do too much. As far as other modifications besides doing a turbo, I haven't really decided what I wanted to do, like, you know, when it comes to exhaust and things of that nature. And that's simply because when I look up videos of other cars with the 3.5, let me just turn this light on. When I look up other, you know, Tauruses with the 3.5 and it, you know, doing a catback on it sounds booty cheeks. It sounds terrible. And I don't think I want that. I've been looking it up, and I see that a lot of people, what they do is they kind of do an axle back exhaust on here. And it sounds mean. It kind of sounds like the new EcoBoost Mustangs, the new EcoBoost Mustangs. It really does. It sounds good. It gives it an aggressive tone to it, and it sounds good. The other thing I was thinking that I saw sounded pretty good was it was a catback, but in place of the mufflers they put Dynamax bullets, and the Dynamax bullets kind of, you know, eased out on the drone when you just cruising. Yeah, the Dynamax bullets. It doesn't, you know, add too much drone to the car or anything, but it did give it like a nice low throaty instead of having that kind of, you know, trumpet sounding thing, like, you know, which I don't like coming out of a V6. I didn't mind it coming out of my Fusion, you know. It was kind of like the Lord's trumpet coming out of the Fusion. I could deal with that because, you know, it was a 4-banger, and you know, for a 4-banger to sound like that and even have the pops and the little like throatiness to it, I was surprised. But, you know, I hear, you know, just V6s are hard to make sound good. You gotta really be creative with your setup for you gotta really be creative for these setups with a V6. I gotta figure out something. I've been watching videos, just trying to see what I think might sound the best, because I want to look up videos and everything else, you know, do my research, look at the forums, before it gets to that time when I'm feeling like it and I chop anything off. Because, if I chop it off and I don't like the way it sounds, like putting it back on is a chore. That probably costs more than getting this shit taken off. So, that's really a chore. So I'd rather just make sure, I like the sound of what I'm getting before I get it. So yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna see what the other Ford Fusion, the other Ford Taurus forms say about, the systems that they have. I do want to get some tips put on here. I feel like that's a cosmetic mod though. I was gonna just get those put on right now because they're just clamp-ons. Only problem is that I feel like I should just wait because the tips that come stock on the Taurus are welded onto the muffler. So that would involve, some cutting and putting new piping there, which isn't cheap. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that. If there's a way that I can remove it, remove the welding, I don't know if that's possible. I have to look that up and see what I could do. Because I just want to clamp on these ones I found for right now, and then when I get the setup done, just weld them permanently. So that's another thing I want to do cosmetic wise, or just performance wise as well. Of course, I'm gonna get all the basic stuff done. Of course, like a cold air intake and all that. I feel like that's something I might do soon, simply because I know that a cold air intake won't void my warranty. It'll just help my car breathe better. So that might be something that gets done in the near future. I might just get the show cold air intake, the short ram cold air intake put on here, so this thing can suck that air in and spit it back out. Pulling up to the meat shaw. Got the purple lights flowing, you feel me? Feeling magenta. I don't know what this is. It might be It's nice though, that orange Camaro. I just want to see action. Ford to be sneezing at motherfuckers. To say achoo. I've seen this car before. It's nice, it's nice. It's a little fast too for what it is. But I like the little blow off of the turbo. It always sneeze at you.
Rah-rah on the beat. Listen to him. Go ahead, sir. I like it. That was you? So niggas is leaving. Next spot. I'm about to try to get in this line so I'm not waiting here forever.
for my ego. Maybe we gon' keep it simple.